It was one morning in paradise, Buddha walking along in his land. Buddha was strolling around the lotus pond. Flowers in the lotus pond were in full bloom. They were reflecting the morning like jewels. Pleasant smell was coming from the flowers. Buddha stood at the edge of the pond. And looked down through the lotus leaves covering the water surface. Looking through the lotus leaves, Buddha was able to clearly see the river of death and the mountain of needles like looking through a magnifying glass. Buddha had spotted a man struggling with other sinners at the bottom of hell. He recognized the man. His name was Kandata. He was a notorious thief and murdered many people. And because of his evil doing, he is now down in hell to take the punishment. However, there was just one good thing he had done in his life. One day, when he was walking through a deep forest, he saw a spider crawling across the road. At first, he thought of stepping on it, but somehow he changed his mind.
No, the spider is very small, but it has life. I should not kill this poor spider for no reason.
So he let the spider go. While watching through the pond, Buddha recalled that Kandata had saved the life of Spider. He thought of giving Kandata a chance to escape from hell for the good deed. It happened that a spider was threading a web on paradise sky. Buddha took a thread and cast it down to the pond to reach for into the bottom of hell. At the bottom of hell, Kandata saw a silver thread, thin and glittering. It was slowly coming down from the darkness far above. Then Kandata shouted out with joy.
How nice! If I climb up on this thread, I will be able to escape from here. It may even be possible to reach paradise, then all my sufferings will be over.
Kandata immediately grabbed the thread and started to climb upon it with all his might. He was good at doing such thing because he was a thief, but it was a long way. After climbing for a while, Kandata finally got exhausted and could not move. He took a rest and looked down below. Then he noticed something wriggling for down below. It was the other sinners. They were also climbing up the thread to try to escape from hell. Kandata was shocked. The thread is so thin to endure even Kandata's weight. How can it hold the weight of all those sinners? If he doesn't do anything, soon it will break and he will fall back to the bottom of hell. Kandata gave them a glare and shouted out loud.
Hey, you goddamn sinners! This spider thread is all mine. Who said you can climb on it? Get off! Get off!
As soon as Kandata said this, the thread snapped just above him. Kandata fell in a spiral together with the sinners and eventually he fell down back to the bottom of hell. Buddha was watching the whole scene from the edge of Lotus Pond. Buddha was watching the pond for a while after Kandata had fallen back to hell. But then, he regained his normal calm expression on his face and started to stroll around the pond again. Lotus flowers were wiggling like pure white jewels. The Spider's Thread by Ryunosuke Akutagawa. So in this story, Kandata is a thief who has committed numerous crimes and is condemned to hell by the gods. In spite of this, the Buddha still gives him a chance to redeem himself by offering him a spider's thread, which is so thin that he can barely see it. So Kandata takes the thread and starts to climb up out of hell. But as he does so, he is constantly beset by sinners who try to grab onto the thread, hoping to be saved as well. Despite Kandata's best effort, the thread breaks and he is forced to remain in hell. So the lesson of this story is about the power of forgiveness, mercy, and hope. Despite Kandata's heinous crime, the Buddha gives him a chance to redeem himself and be forgiven. The spider's thread symbolizes this act of mercy and compassion, as it is tangible reminder of the Buddha's willingness to forgive. So the story also speaks to the importance of taking responsibility for one's actions. Kandata's behavior is presented as a direct result of his own choices and he is ultimately held accountable for his actions. He is not given a special treatment or an easy way out. Rather, he is expected to take responsibility for his actions and face the consequences. In our own lives, it is important to remember to be kind and generous to others. Even when we are struggling, we should not be so focused on our own needs that we forget about those people who are asking for help.